So many of my redstone contraptions have stopped working for quite some time now. I'm glad that this one is still working. But anyway, my name is Rain and welcome to another video log of my life on the Isekai realm. This is video log number 28 and I'm here in front of this trident killer thing here that still works, waiting on skeletons to fall from the spawner above because I need to heal my shears right here because I have a bit of terraforming stuff that I need to get done. For now, it's taking so long waiting here just for the experience from each of these skeletons here. I should have gone to my guardian farm instead, but here I am wasting time like a freaking dingbat. Anyways, the reason why I needed to heal my shears is because I've been planting some of these very tall spruce trees here, and some of them are in the way like this one here, and I want to get rid of them, but I do want to collect the leaves carefully because I want to make some custom trees for around this area, because whenever you bone meal one of the saplings, you don't get to choose what shape you want them to come out as when they grow. So yeah, I decided to do that, and well, what I want to do is make this area, around this area, all the way around here, look a little more foresty, and I want different shapes of spruce trees to grow, and in certain areas I really want the little skinny ones to grow as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have some as you can see, I set out like a pillar here, like a trunk for the tree. Let me just pillar up a bit, and then I'll be adding leaves to it to make the skinny little ones that are usually naturally generated within a taiga biome around here. So I'll be building a lot more of these trees around here to make it look a little more full, because I like the idea of a forest filled with very tall spruce trees. I would like to make it a little more dense than it can be done here, but then I don't want too many mobs to be spawning under all of these trees, so I have to have some gaps in between anyway. Alright, so let's take a quick flight and look up at it and see what it looks like, because I don't know if you remember, but it definitely didn't have a lot of trees right here. I did plant the trees on top of the hill that the outpost is actually located at, but on the other side now, see, we just have that empty space where we have like the little area with the foxes and the campfire area and whatnot. This empty space is what I use for my base. Then we have all the other trees. Let's see what it looks like from here. Whoa! Ho! Whoa! Axe. Alright. I don't know how I ended up inside of that block just now. I swear it only happens when I'm flying into stuff. I'm very terrible at flying. My apologies. Oh my goodness. Alright, so like I was saying, yeah, that's what I want. See, it does look like a fuller forest than it was before, so I really like how that looks like. And I have a couple of ideas that I want to work on for like farms in that general area, because in the first mining outpost I already had a netherite farm and I had stuff to smelt netherrock, etc., because, you know, for the castle, but I want some other things to be built here. And since we have some bees right here, I'm thinking that probably I should try to make a little automated bee farm to collect all the honey and all of that stuff to send to my castle. I think I could surely use some honey blocks since the slime farm isn't working yet. So before we get to do that, let's collect the honey personally from these hives right here individually, and let's see what other properties we can have out of these honey bottles here. Alright then, so let's just go quickly over to the castle and let's see what will happen when we consume these. I don't want to be close to those bees, because if they see me consuming it, I don't know if they will get mad or whatever. Alright, let's go ahead, and it does replenish your hunger, and you can consume them even though you have a full hunger bar. That means it does also replenish your saturation, which is perfect because we don't have many foods that can do that, right? But anyway, apart from the storage system that we work on recently, I added these two areas here. These are barrels for Totem of Undying, which I get from all the raids that I trigger to get these resources. And also aside here, we have for shulker boxes, because both Totems of Undying and shulker boxes are not stackable items and they cannot work in the sorter system. But anyway, let's go upstairs and see what else I have done that's basically new here. I have already shown you all these already before, I think. I don't remember, but these are storages for armors and tools and such. And going more upward here, I did some more stairs to actually reach other levels in the castle, and this is something new that I worked on recently as well. And this is a meeting table so that I can have very important meetings with the other members on this realm. And this is what it looks like from above, and I think it came out really nice because also we have chairs that actually have practical use. You can actually sit in it just like this, and I think it works out really nice using the mine carts right there as well. So these are really nice chairs that I built. And we have a table, which I might add in some more details eventually. And then perhaps we can actually have a meeting about that weird blue mob person thing that we saw at Rosketron's base at some point, because he said he also saw it himself. But anyway, let's go back to mining outpost number 2. And we should start working on our bee farm here. I'm not sure how I will do this, but I will make it as simplistic as possible using all the hives that I currently have right here. And so I managed to safely collect all the hives when all the bees were inside so that they don't attack me. And we'll be using these same ones here in order to make this. And because everything looks so natural around here, even where my fox is, I want to build it within that hill immediately in front of me, this hill right here. And it turns out that the footprint for this farm is a little bigger than I thought. So I'll figure out a way how to cover it up and make it look a little bit natural. This is the redstone part of it that extends all the way to the back. This, I know I can cover it with dirt and such so that it looks like it's a part of the hill, because I had to remove some of the hill in order to place that there, but that's for later. We have dispensers here, which we will need to put bottles inside. We will need much more than these bottles that I'm putting in here to avoid problems in the future. So basically, they will dispense upon the hive and it will fall down filled with honey. And then I plan to have like a, collection system below this. And what better collection system there is than your trusty old hopper minecart system that I also used in my failed slime farm. Hopefully it works perfectly in this. We have the same configuration that we used in that one as well. It's very basic. You can find the information anywhere on the internet. So let's give it a test. I threw some bottles there. It has been collected by the hopper minecart, and let's see if it actually dumps it off into... Yes, it stopped for a while, so it is dumping it off, so it should be in the chest, and huzzah. Perfect. It works quite well. So now I can start covering this up because I don't want all of this to be showing. Like I said, I want this farm to look very a part of nature itself. This is what this farm here oh, I have to remove this from there. This thing will be blocked. Okay, I have to figure out something here. All right, I just needed to extend the rails out a little further so that we didn't have that problem anymore. But now we can cover up this entire thing here with grass blocks so that it looks like a part of the scenery, the nature. We will only have like the hives and the dispensers and such that will be exposed outside of the hill. Another thing that I've been wanting to work on for quite some time now is a creeper farm. Why? Because gunpowder is very hard to find in this world, so I've been gathering shulker boxes filled with materials that I would use for that. Granted that stone is not very difficult for me because I've been grinding a lot, digging out chunks and all of that stuff, right? So we will need a lot of stone related materials such as stone buttons. I will be smelting stone in order to get smooth stone because those are the perfect looking blocks for any type of farm, like I said before when I was working on my slime farm. But this is all the gunpowder that I have left, and that's because I went out at night individually to kill each and every creeper. Okay, so while collecting and sorting through some materials, I got a little bit ambitious, and let me show you what I mean about getting a little bit ambitious. So follow me right here into my storage system, and I did a expansion to my storage system. So we have all of that at the top, and now we have a bottom part right here as well. And I really like how this came out with all the stone bricks and everything, like another level downwards to it. And everything does connect to the main storage system as well, so everything will filter out. I also did a little bit of texturizing here with all of these blocks right here. I'm not completely finished all the way around yet, but I plan to get around to that. I put these crafting tables here in case I need to craft up anything when I'm at any of these boxes right here, the storage chests, right? But when it comes to down here, I decided I wanted mostly to be plant-based stuff plant-based items, you know, like flowers, trees, saplings. We have pumpkins, vines, all of those stuff, leaves and such. So we can use these mainly for terraforming purposes, because they do differ from the ones that are at the top in many ways. So that's what I want. That's what I wanted, and that's what I did right here. We do have one missing here, and that's the wither rose, which I have not even tried to touch yet. And I do plan to actually collect some of those during this video log here. It's going to be a little bit dangerous since I actually have to deal with the wither, but we here that used to be the you know, the overflow storage is now miscellaneous storage that will be sorted. So each of these chests will have labels on them, like for wood and whatnot, but those are disconnected from the main hopper line, so we don't have anything going in there. The main hopper line actually comes down from the second chest and joins after the gunpowder chest up at the top, and also further filters the items that are found at the second layer area that have all of these plant stuff that are down here for terraforming purposes, right? I still haven't finished all the hopper lines there because I'm slowly running out of iron. I've been using a lot of iron and I've been AFKing a lot at Ruskatron's base just for that. So what we need is to, let me just see how much iron I have left. We still do have a good amount left, a few stacks. So we just need to make some more hoppers. I do have at least, I do have some chests on me just for that. So let's make some hoppers and go ahead and finish up what we have left in order to make for the completion of this storage system expansion right here. So let's just go ahead, and as you can see, the bottom ones don't have any hoppers to further filter down the items that go in. I already did the filters for each of them, each of the flowers, but I haven't put all of these hoppers here yet. So I'll get that done, and then I'll get back to you all. Alright, let me just place these final two here, and now it's completed. We officially have a new overflow unsorted chest, unlike the other one over there that's not connected to the system. All the unsorted stuff will actually go in this section here. Now we can go ahead and try to get us some wither roses. So the first thing I would want to do is actually summon a wither. Unfortunately, I believe, I'm not completely sure, that I have 3 more wither skulls left just for this occasion, because I actually made beacons out of the other ones that I had collected before. And it should be in this outpost here. I think it's in the valuables, the rare and valuables chest that I have over here. And oh yeah, I did, yeah, there it is. Also, I did get a lot of bee nests traveling around, so I can use those for terraforming in the future. So I just have them there for now because I prefer to use beehives for actual farming. Let's see, what else do I need in order to get these wither roses? I need some hay. I came here to the first mining outpost ever. It's a bit nostalgic being in here, but hopefully I do have some bales of hay in here. I did used to farm a lot of wheat back then and put them somewhere in here, but it seems like I have nothing left. I probably used it for a lot of bread in order to breed the villagers. But anyway, we have some wheat right here that we can actually start harvesting here so that we can lure some sheep and also breed them in order for the wither to kill. Something very important to keep in mind when dealing with the wither is that, well, there is a certain type of armor set that you can use in order to protect yourself better. Protection 4, regular protection 4, like I had on just now, is actually useful for you to use to lessen the damage, but there is also blast resistance armor that you can use, like blast protection 4, because the wither actually releases a lot of blasts, including the skulls that it launches at you. They are more blasts than like projectiles or anything like that. So that's what I'm going to be using. This is the armor set that I'll be using, Explose armor set that I created long ago, in order to summon this wither and actually try to get the least damage possible when dealing with it. Now, I'm not sure if you recall, but in the research and development area, I actually built a automatic wither killer thing that was made out of bedrock that I managed to mine thanks to some of the books that I found from LPT5. So what I'll be doing right now is actually luring some of these sheep inside of there and then breeding them so that we can have a decent amount of sheep going inside. And okay, I had a problem with the door just now, so I just had to do that. But anyway, we have those outside, and we do have some inside already that I've been breeding. And we need a lot of them so that we can ensure that whenever the wither actually kills them, we can get the wither flower from them. So the sheep themselves cannot fill in these little these elevator bubble columns things here. So just the baby ones can fit. So I've been trying to lure the baby sheep inside of that, and trying to push, and there we go. So fortunately it can't drown because these bubble columns have air pockets in them because of the bubbles. So we'll just wait for it to actually reach the bottom, and hopefully it doesn't die from the magma block below. And it's like super dark in here. I can't see anything, and I doubt you can actually see anything. But luring them away, luring them away with the wheat. We do have an amount down here, so what I'm going to do is actually take the time out to breed as much of these as possible in here. So much so that we can get the most wither roses from them. Granted that some of them will die without dropping anything, I think. Or maybe they will drop stuff, and then maybe the blasts from the wither itself might destroy the dropped items, because withers can do that. But for now, the general idea is that I will go ahead and spawn the wither inside of that. It should be trapped and releasing blasts that will kill the sheep and drop wither roses. Alright, well, let me just use this potion of night vision because it's so dark in here. We need to see what's going on when we're doing what we need to get done here. Here we have a lot of sheep. A lot of them are still babies, so I'll be breeding them as much as possible. It's already a lot of them, and they're having trouble moving around right here as well. Wow, that's so many of them. I actually wonder if the baby sheep will actually drop anything, but I think I'll go ahead and actually spawn in the wither right here. So I'll need to build a little platform here, and we have to ensure that we summon it in the direction facing west, or I think so. Wait, I have to ensure that I'm doing this right. All right, okay, I've got it. I've got the hang of it here. I had to go ahead and check in my notes to see if I was actually doing it properly, because I do not want it to spawn outside of that. If not, it will wreak havoc all over the place, and I don't have the patience for that right now, especially with a wither. I still have problems dealing with a wither normally. I'm not very good at combating it. Anyway, so all that's left is for me to add the heads on to this right here, to the soul sand that we have placed right there, and then we should summon in the wither, which will be trapped inside of the formation that we have inside of this cage that is made out of bedrock. So let's do this. One more left. There we go. All right, the wither has been summoned. Right now it's powering up, or whatever it is that it needs to get done. And I shall lure these sheep away so that they don't die immediately by that explosion. They didn't anyway. And they should be throwing out some skulls. What's going on? It's not attacking anything anywhere, not even that I'm in here. That's strange. It should be attacking. It's just going to die without doing anything to the sheep. So maybe what should I do in this case right here? Maybe I should kick it out of the position that it's in right there. Then it would actually start attacking. Let me shoot it. Oh, that did the job, but it hit me instead. Oh, do we have any roses around here? I can't see. Oh, okay, I might possibly die right here. So let me just, do I have anything to heal myself? Let me just oh, I should, yes, put my armor on. Okay. Oh, the difference between poison and wither effect is that you die. I already wasted one of my totems. Okay, this is going to be a little bit difficult for me. Let's see. I need to heal up a bit. Let me get another one of these potions so that I can see properly, and everyone who's seeing this video log can actually see themselves. And we have some sheep that are dying here. I don't see anything out of the... Let me just lure them towards like the entrances where the wither can actually see them. so that they can be killed, and then hopefully they do drop some wither roses. I haven't seen any wither roses yet. Actually, I do have 4 in my inventory already. Right there on my hotbar, I'm just noticing it. Ooh, ooh, I have to be careful. I wish there was some sort of potion that can have you immune to attacks such as the wither effect, because withering is very dangerous and it's easy to die and easy to lose track of where your life is, especially with those black hearts. They already do seem like empty spaces. So let me just continue luring these sheep around. Ah! Okay, hopefully the wither did not attack any of my items that have exploded down there. I tried to respawn immediately so that I could prevent that from happening, so that it would immediately unload the chunks that the wither is in. Okay, fortunately, it seems that all of my items are here, so I have to hurry. Hurry! Go ahead, I'm already withering away. No. I can't even get all of my items properly. Hopefully, I've gotten all of my items. I hope none of them got destroyed by the wither, if that's still a thing that happens. And I'm about to die. This is very troublesome. I'm not sure what to do. I'm just going to wait here, and if I die, I'm going to be dying here in the corner of this. Ah! This is proving to be a little bit difficult. I guess I already knew that it was going to be difficult, but here's to another try. Let's go ahead and find our stuff. I died another time, and this time I was trying to escape through the bubble column here, and so all my stuff got pushed up. I've already died so many times, I've lost count. I'm not going to show all of that. Oh, this is so sad, but I'm getting some wither roses. I have 16 so far, so let's go ahead and try to get as much as we can with the remaining sheep. Okay, well, the wither is dead now. Here's the nether star. Oh, finally, it took quite some time and much dying, but I did manage to collect as much wither roses that I could have possibly gotten out of the amount of sheep that were available. I definitely got less wither roses than the amount of sheep, because many of the wither roses got destroyed or despawned in the process of me dying so many times and returning and not being able to locate wherever they fell, wherever they dropped. So yeah, I mean, at least I got some, and I'm not going to do this in a hurry. Also, I don't even have any more wither skeleton skulls to even summon any more withers in, and this was very exhausting and time consuming, and I died so many times. But I do have 30 of these wither roses on me, fortunately, so I think that should do it for me. I mean, it's not enough to create a full filter system within the storage system, but we do have a decent amount of them here, so let's just plant some of them down and see what they look like planted down. And yes, this is what they look like. They are okay, they do release little particles, and if you stand on them, you get the wither effect for a couple or a few seconds. So that's what the wither rose is all about. So let's go ahead and take these home. Alright then, flying all the way to my castle, and we'll need to put this inside of the storage system so that we have a complete storage system with all the items that we will need in future projects like terraforming or even farming, because the wither rose does cause damage on passive mobs probably and stuff like that, so it can be used for farming as well. Let's just take this last one here and do a little experiment on it. Since we can bone meal flowers and more of it will grow around it, I wonder if we can actually do that to this wither rose right here. So what we'll need is a bit of dirt right here. So let's just make a little 3x3 area here to see if it will spread once we put bone meal on it. And it does not, so I figured it's something that would take a lot of effort and work to actually procure, and yeah, I'm not feeling this. I'm just glad I got 30 of them. So yeah, that's it for that. Now, the last thing that I want to do here in this storage system area here has to do with these two sections here. Like I said before, this is where I keep my totems of undying, and we have an area for shulker boxes. But as you can see, I actually did some decorations here. We have 3 actual working furnaces here, so it's actually practical. And at the top, to mimic the same pattern like that, I actually used the back of a piston just for that, just so that it can mimic that little pattern a bit at the top here. You know, I always like to keep in a little bit of detail with everything so that it doesn't look too much like wood all the time, because that's basically what the insides of my castle are all about. So let's just remove these little spruce planks here and add in furnaces in this direction to give it a nice look. And also at the top, let me show you what I did in order to get the back of the piston right there. And remember, you have to do this carefully, because in my case I'm doing this at the last moment, not when I was building this the castle and everything. I should have done it before then. So I think I'll have to remove some of these from here and then put it back in there. So this is actually part of the castle base walls here that I'm removing, and I have to be careful how I place these in. So here we go, we get the backs of all of these pistons here, and then just fill in this here, the roofing, which is with the planks. And right in here, just place back all the stone and also these blast furnaces that border along the base of the castle. Nope, not like that. Have to make sure that I'm in a position that will actually place it on the side just like that. Then just fill in that final block, and there we go, it's done. Let's go inside and see if it came out properly. First, I'll remove these from here, and there we go. I think that looks much better than the wood that was filled right there. And well, I'm tired, so I'm ending the video log here. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as usual, if you like it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, leave a comment below. You have any questions to ask me, I always answer all of my comments. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, because it does help the channel out a lot. We have a lot coming soon guys. I'm sorry for taking so long to release videos, to release episodes, but I've been thinking very carefully as to what content I want to release, and I have something big that's coming up very soon. So do make sure you're following my channel, because it's going to be interesting in the next coming episodes. So stay tuned. Guys, I have something very important to show you and talk to you about. Last night I was here at this iron golem farm here at Roskatron's base. I usually leave my cam up there so that it can monitor how many iron golems actually fall down the lava tube, and also to monitor my rates, right? Because all my projects have been needing a lot of iron lately. And right on time, we have a freaking pillager patrol here. Oh, you know what? I don't have time for this. Let me just lock myself up inside here safely for now, because I really don't want to accidentally trigger a raid by killing the captain. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm usually AFK here, and I usually leave a cam at the top to monitor just about everything that goes on around here, especially due to the fact that I wanted to monitor the spawn rates of the iron golem. So I'm usually stationed here by this window where it's safe and I can see everything from here. But guys, like seriously, no lie at all, I saw something that makes me sure that what I saw last time was real.